gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends of Congo and fellow Congolese. Exactly 100 years ago, Europeans led by Eddy Morel, Joseph Conrad, Arthur Conan Doyle came together to create the Congolese Reform Association in the United Kingdom to bring an end to the death and the suffering of 10 million Congolese. Today, I do believe that we can still find across the world good politicians, brave journalists, missionaries, courageous human rights activists, and ordinary people who still have the seed of compassion like their forefathers to come together once again with the Congolese people to put an end to the atrocities which is beyond human understanding in Congo. We are all human beings and we are not perfect. Mistakes have been made in the past. But the question is, are we going to continue to make the same mistakes which cost millions of Congolese lives for the sake of minerals or natural resources? Congolese people will remain ever grateful to foreign men and women and our forefathers who gave their lives to help us overcome time of hardship in our history. We come together as people of the Democratic Republic of Congo at this defining moment in our history to unite regardless of our background, ethnicity, tribe, gender, class, and religious affiliation to rise above the hardship that we face now because of both structural paralysis between our beautiful country and systemic variable outside our borders. We believe that the new generation and future generations of the Congolese people should have the windows of opportunity to engage in education, science, culture, work, service, and sacrifice for our motherland and challenge ourselves to advocate for peace and a brighter future. The Democratic Republic of Congo and the people are at a crossroad. This is a crossroad between destitution and prosperity. We have to make judicious and productive choices for this land and the people. We cannot change the past, but we can choose to change our future. Our motherland is a work in progress, and we must make progress in this work to make our nation strong and admirable to the world that we live in today. Congolese people deserve better than they have received since the independence of our beloved country. We are a people with an esteemed culture and tradition. In the African tradition and our own culture, whenever there is a problem or crisis, the traditional and rational approach are typically used, and it involves sitting down with the elders or other sources in order to acknowledge that there is a problem, diagnose and identify what or who is the source of the problem, analyzing all other alternatives, identify where change is required, then devise a solution to the problem. The crisis we are facing in our country is not exception. In finding a solution to the problems, we will confront it by asking ourselves the following vital questions and identifying where change is needed. Do we have a vision? Do we need to change direction? Do we need to change our strategy? Or is it a combination of all the above factors? Our movement have identified 7 fundamental problems in our country. Number 1, lack of leadership. Number 2, lack of vision. Number 3, lack of strong institutions. Number 4, lack of proper administration. Number 5, lack of adequate infrastructures. Number 6, lack of cultural unity. Number 7, lack of patriotic spirit in our people. We want to remind you, precious Congolese people, that the power of decision is in your hands. The time for talking and murmuring is over. It is time for positive action. If we don't stand for something, we will fall for anything. Let us gather together in unity, bound by faith with courage, bravery, audacity, and tenacity to turn our challenges into opportunities and tackle our problems with confidence. With deep knowledge and long vision, we shall overcome the challenges ahead of us. The world is changing, and it is time for our country to change for the better. The time has come for the Congolese people to openly tell their stories to the world, that a light for democracy, freedom, justice, law governing practices must shine on Congo. We need change for the land, change for the people, and change in our policy goals. President John F. Kennedy said, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future." At the beginning of the 21st century, the Congolese people should be able to look back on a proud history of their land, a history that is rich in culture and resources. However, due to limitation in political institutions and a concrete vision to carry the nation forward, it has not become reality. So, we come today with a new movement by the people, with the people and for the country, with a new vision and a new mission. And we come today to do people's business. But we, the people, must unite first, because there is strength in unity. Martin Luther King said, "Unity is the great need of the hour. And if we are united, we can get many of the things that we not only desire, but which we justly deserve. Together we stand, divided we will fall like a rootless tree." It is with deep humility that we commit ourselves to serve our country, knowing the task before us to build and promote our country is beyond definition. The Union du Peuple d'Avenir, UPA, or United People with One Destiny, was established with a commitment to keeping the Democratic Republic of Congo's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and prosperity by uniting all Congolese people in order to provide the opportunity for sustainable development of our motherland. This commitment is reflected in our political movement that emphasizes a strong nation state, economic development, democracy, education, legal rights, civil rights, healthcare, national security, transparent, honest, and responsible government, and securing our motherland through growth, investment in our people, and positive international interactions. This movement extension in 2009 was concomitant with the need of a new vision, new challenges, and change. The Union du Peuple d'Avenir, UPA, or United People with One Destiny, is bringing a realistic vision which will help the Congolese people to lay down a strong foundation for our present and future generations. It is a vision based on the culture, diversity, and resiliency of our people. Our minerals resources, good organization, and politically active Congolese people can come together to help rewrite our history. The Union du Peuple d'Avenir has designed the master plan of reform and reconstruction of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the roadmap of conflict resolution of the crisis both for Congo and Great Lake region. This vision was not conceived out of selfish ambition, but from the patriotic spirit and the need of the well-being of our beloved nation. In the Rebirth Congo, we must unite to get strength for the reconstruction. Men and women must unite. Adults and children must unite. Grandparents and grandchildren must unite. And the Congolese people must find faith in unity. Let us promote unity in diversity and diversity in unity. We should let unity flow from Kinshasa to Kisangani. Let unity flow from Lubumbashi to Mbuji-Mayi. Let unity flow from Matadi to Kindu. Let unity flow from Kikwiti to Mbandaka. Let unity flow from Bukavu to Kananga. And let unity flow from Goma to Kinshasa. Remember that true patriotism facilitates unity. I strongly believe that all Congolese, regardless of ethnicity, gender, and religion, must share certain fundamental rights that derive from the fact that they are all human beings and deserve to be treated with dignity. Therefore, we must care for the people and care for the land. Our nation lands are rich indeed, and indeed our country is rich in mineral resources. The economy of the Congolese people depends on the land of the people. The minerals, agriculture, and animal husbandry. Land and territory are the basis of human life and survival, and we, the Congolese people, must respect the land, build it, promote what the land can offer our people, our neighbors, and the world. We should use the land for valuable investment and sustenance of our people and the future generation. It should be the responsibility of all our people, and especially our government and international allies, to work and maintain the land so that it will remain ever productive. Gone are the days of corrupt regimes and vampire governments. Union du Peuple d'Avenir will serve the people and do the work of the people without stealing from them and sucking their blood for the benefit of a few fat cats. Our government agencies will carry a new code of ethics full of selfless action and transparency. Our future will be determined by how we manage the natural resources of the land and how we answer to the needs of the people through sustainable development and servant leadership role. It is our mission to serve and to lead this country to a promised land through sustainable development of our land. The future of our country lies in our ability to restore and maintain peace. To maintain peace and stability, a new agenda of partnering for peace with our neighboring countries of Rwanda, Tanzania, Burundi, Uganda, Central African Republic, Republic of Congo, South Sudan, Angola, and Zambia is indispensable. In order for peace and tranquility to sustain across the borders, we should begin to develop a migrant labor partnership program with our neighbors. Our national interests and security are very important aspects of our survival, directly or indirectly related to the defense of our country. The question of geostrategy, geopolitics, and geoeconomics conflicts with our neighbors must be resolved through analyzing the effects of mineral resources, which could become a curse if not handled properly, or a blessing if a good policy agenda is developed to produce a positive socio-economic outcome of the Congo and the surrounding region. Since mineral resources and mining do influence our interaction with other countries, it is prudent to develop regional and international relations, also diplomacy that seriously recognize the essence of mineral resources. We strongly believe that the Democratic Republic of Congo has a key role in solving the real global economic crisis. Therefore, Union du Peuple d'Avenir pledges to work closely in partnership with the USA administration and international donors to implement the Bill S-2125, Democratic Republic of the Congo Relief, Security and Democracy Promotion Act of 2006, initiated by President Barack Obama, then a senator. This is about the effects of mining on international and national governance and how the international community and the Congo can develop a sound policy for peace, security, and sustainable diplomacy without violence and warfare. Furthermore, we will redefine and strengthen our diplomatic relationships with Belgium, the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, China, Russia, Japan, Canada, and Israel. In particular, the United Nations, the European Union, the African Union, and the rest of the world in general. Our foreign policy will be based on the principles that democracies do not fight against each other. So, our experiment with democracy and effective governance will be the foundation of our foreign policy. With peace and prosperity, we will work with international partners, allies, donors to eradicate poverty and diseases in the Congo, the region, and Africa. We will establish a responsible government to defend and treat fairly the poor and the rich, rescue the children in need, help the oppressed and abused women, give hope to desperate youth, support the destitute man, take care of the forgotten elderly, disabled, pygmies, albinos in our society. Our main aim is to build and promote stable families, secure communities, and a strong nation. It is my conviction that the choice to fulfill our purpose and destiny as a peaceful, strong, and prosperous nation is in our hands. By engaging God as our architect and builder in this huge but magnificent venture of care for the people and care for the land. I will conclude this address by invoking this message: invest in the people, in return, the people will build their country. Promote the people, and in return, the people will brand their nation. With good conscience and God's blessing, I say to my fellow Congolese in Lingala, Matondo mingi. In Swahili, Asante sana. In Chiluba, Twasikidila wabuni. In Kikongo, Mumetonda mingi. And to friends of Congo, merci infiniment. Thank you very much. God bless the Congolese people, and God bless the Democratic Republic of Congo with peace and prosperity.